object of TaxiChronicles is to allow real riders with real stories share their experience and enhance your life. So sit back and enjoy the journey. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we're honoured to have Sam. He's a marketing expert and he's been around the world, different countries, travelling, putting together adverts that you and I may have seen on the TV, for those who still watch TV. I'm not sure if he advertises on social media, but we shall soon find out. Nice to have you here today, Sam.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Nice to be here.
Okay, so tell us, why marketing, and how did you get into it?
Well, I do. It's actually more advertising. But how did I get into it? It's a good question. I basically fell into it by accident, really. I ended up doing it because I got a job through someone when I was at uni, and I didn't really want to do it. Then I ended up doing it and absolutely fell in love with it when I went on the set. Yeah, it was a great, accidental find, as they say.
What was you studying at uni then?
I was doing film when I was at uni, so it all kind of linked up into one,
Why did you want to be a director originally?
I wanted to be an actor when I started, and then I kind of ended up behind the camera, funnily enough.
Okay, well, there's still hope. Do you still want to be an actor, or are you happy?
You know what? I'm happy as is, but as producing, I'm happy as is.
Okay, what have you learned from the advertising business that you wish you knew before you had started?
Oh God, what have I learned? I've learned about how to be organised. I've learned about little fire engine going past. Learned about how to be organised, how to be, across a couple of jobs, and also be, very focused and hard working.
Mm-hmm. What's a typical day like for you in the advertising industry?
Lots of phone calls, a million emails, and some problem solving along the way, really.
And what kind of problem solving?
All kinds, mate. Honestly, anything could be thrown your way. Something could go wrong on set. Something could go wrong in the preparation before you go onto a film, or anything like that. And it's all, yeah.
Do you work on one project at a time or multiple?
Multiple.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So at your angle, what you do in advertising, you're not so much hands-on then.
No, I'm a lot more of the organisation and the laptop keyboard warrior.
So you're organising people to be where they're meant to be and do what they're meant to do.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Okay, and that involves you flying around the world.
It does, yeah. I do get to travel with it quite a lot. It's good. It's definitely a perk, I'd say.
How often do you travel?
Well, the last couple of years, obviously less because of COVID, but it can vary. Sometimes, a couple of times a year, and then sometimes it can be literally all the time. It can be back and forth constantly.
If somebody wants to get into the industry, what's the best route you would suggest that they take?
I would suggest they reach out and try look up some great companies, production companies in London, and just send out those emails. Send out email after email after email. Try, apply and apply. You got to just take the, for every 80 rejections, you might get 4 replies, and you got to kind of roll with the punches like that.
Is a degree needed?
No. A degree is definitely irrelevant.
So you're saying, for once you've got your GCSEs, you could just start applying more or less?
Well, yeah, once you've done well, yeah, you could do some work experience, but obviously, once you finish school, you can start working,
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. It is GCSEs today, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the most interesting country you've been to, and the most fascinating project? Is there a project like that?
I don't know about most fascinating project. I've done a few great ones with great footballers and great, celebrities and celebs. It depends what you're really into. To be honest, I've done most interesting country I've ever been to was probably Colombia.
Okay.
Colombia was amazing, great country.
Did you go to Pablo Escobar's? Do the tour of Pablo Escobar's
Villa.
city and villa?
Yeah. We did it. We did the whole shebang.
Did you meet his right hand man? He's dead now.
I didn't meet his right hand man, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. There's a good TV series on him.
There is good. Yeah, I like Narcos. Is that the one you're talking about?
Surviving Pablo Escobar.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, very dramatic. Okay. So what motivates you?
What motivates me?
Yeah.
That's a good question, you know. Question I think about myself. It's hard to say, really. I'm a hard-working person, quite fidgety. I don't like not being busy. I like keeping myself, occupied and making sure I've got things to do. Make sure I don't go too stir crazy.
So you said you've worked with footballers. What footballers were they? What was happening in the advert?
Literally, loads of them. I've just done one with the Liverpool team. Done one with, let's say, done one with Connor Cody from Wolves. I've done one with David Beckham. Done one with Rio Ferdinand.
He's quite tall, isn't he, David Beckham?
He is quite tall.
Because I met him the other day. My friend's doing some football thing, and he's turning up. Well, he's doing it as well. They're doing it like a collaboration.
Yeah.
And he walked past me. I thought, oh, you're not that short at all. He's quite skinny, but he's tall. And so, how do you manage things when they're going sideways? What are the secrets to your managing? So it sounds like that's your domain.
How do I manage it?
Yeah.
It's about staying calm and collected. Not losing your cool. Be sure that you realise that it's not the end of the world when things go wrong, and there's nearly always a solution or a way of working around a problem.
And when people are losing their cool, and you probably get people to flat, how do you manage them?
Yeah, yes. Again, it's about managing people's egos, managing people, making sure that people, just go along with stuff, and they aren't too difficult, and you got to pander to people's needs, but also be firm enough to, put your foot down.
So you're very good at sizing people up, then?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Hopefully, I'd hope so.
Sounds like a skill you need to have based on what you're saying.
Yeah. It's definitely helpful, I'd say.
Do you see yourself staying in a career for life?
Yeah, I reckon so. Unless something goes drastically wrong.
And how, over the years that you've been in the industry, how has the industry changed, the advertising industry?
How has it changed? Well, it's just had to adapt to COVID and stuff, hasn't it? It's had to adapt to, dealing with all the restrictions and things been going on in the world.
And I was more talking in the fact that many people want to work from home, many people want to do things.
Yeah, that's kind of changed, but there's definitely a lot of people going back to the office now. I think people actually, a lot of people prefer it. You work better when you're at an office, and it's better synergy, at least in what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been a great guest.
Thank you.
My last question to you is, what's the impact you want to have on the world?
What is the impact I want to have? It's a very good question. I want to do my job so then I can, be comfortable enough to help other people, but in, a variety of different ways. Not necessarily through my job, but, I want to, contribute and help other communities or charities and things like that, and just help in my own way,
So you're a man with a good heart.
Well, again, I'd hope so.
Well, thanks a lot for that, and we wish you well.
Cheers, mate.
We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day, as well as vlogging on our social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode. We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day as well as vlogging on our social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.